Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Mainstream Indie Music channel. We talk about all things indie music, and I am so excited. And I know I say this every week, but I am so excited to show y'all this new episode because this song is extremely special to me. I know it's probably extremely special to a lot of people, and I've been wanting to talk about it for a long time. But before I begin, I just want to welcome y'all to all of my subscribers. 558. I can't believe it. And if you're not subscribed, that's perfectly okay. Thank you for coming to check out the channel. And if you love indie music, alternative music, I talk about it from bands to musicians to songs to our new kind of videos that we're making, the what if theories. As if, like, what if one band got more popular than another? What if they swap places? So on and so forth. So, without further ado, let's get into this week's episode. Let's set it up with the band, Explosions in the Sky. They became a band in the late 1990s, maybe right around the 2000s. And it's a four-piece band initially that came out of Texas. And one unique feature about this band stands out. In fact, it's the one thing that they are most well known for, and that is there are no vocals on any of their songs. It is a band that solely consists of just a drummer or a person on a drum machine, maybe some effects on a keyboard, but mostly it is just guitars and drums, and that's it. The effects that they put on their guitars, their live shows that they do, I have not seen them live. I've heard that they are just absolutely incredible to see live, though. But it's the titles of their music, it's the composition of each song, and I think what makes this band especially special to people, and we're going to get into it on a song level here in a moment, but I think it's with the title of each song, the listener can kind of add their own story into what they're listening to because there is no lyrics, there is no voices, there's no vocals. And it's true, you can do that, of course, with songs that have vocals as well, but it's just something different about there just being no vocal tracks on it that it's just special to listen to. Now, the song is Your Hand in Mine, and it came out on an album that was made around 2001, and it was made around the time of these September 11th attacks. And I know that's kind of been a theme here lately. I don't know why it is, but it just seems like a lot of the songs I've been talking about, it says it's been tied in some way. However, Explosions in the Sky has denied this. They said that they began work on the album before all of that began. But a lot of people listen to the songs, and the album that Your Hand in Mine is on especially has a lot of themes about, like, life and death, about the purpose in life. I mean, another song on the album is First Breath After Coma, so we'll leave that up to you as the listener about what special meanings there is behind that entire album and about the song Your Hand in Mine. But to this date, that album, and I would even venture to say either this song or the previous song that I mentioned before, fights for being one of the biggest songs and most successful songs that Explosion in the Sky has produced to this date. Their Earth is Not a Cold, Dead Place is very recognizable amongst indie album listeners. In fact, I would venture to say it's one of the biggest ones that you could put up there. But let's just get to the song itself, Your Hand in Mine. Like I said, there are no vocals to this track. The song starts with a roaring guitar riff. And I would say for the very first part of this song, it's mostly I would say a conversation between two guitars, a conversation between two people, right? Because Explosions in the Sky said that this album was their first attempt at love songs as well. They hadn't really done that before that moment in time. And I would say that song is kind of like the beginning of the relationship. You know, two people just kind of talking to each other, they're building chemistry. And then by the time the drums start kind of setting in, providing a marching band style ish beat behind it, it's starting to pick up tempo. The relationship is starting to pick up momentum. Maybe more and more feelings, intimacy is getting involved. That's just my interpretation. You know, if you have yours as well, please feel free to share it. But that's my interpretation. And then by the time the chorus, quote unquote, chorus of the song comes out, which I would say is the main roaring riff that we get in the song, that's kind of the first highest moments of intimacy between the couple. Then the song kind of dies down. It goes back into that conversation between the two guitar players, between the two people in the love story. A different guitar riff starts to emerge during it. And then it kind of leads back into the main guitar riff of the chorus again. And it starts layering and layering and layering until it kind of completely dies down back to a one guitar riff moment. And then if you've listened to the song, it kind of crescendos back into that main guitar riff, the din-din-din-din part of it, where it just continues to echo and echo between multiple guitars playing that riff until it just leads into the most epic of highs of a guitar riff that's just right at the end. The drum is going crazy in its almost triple snare, double kick drum moments. Just the cymbals are going crazy. And I would say that's kind of the crescendo of the relationship, is that moment. And it can be whatever the height of the relationship is. It can be good, where maybe it's the two people kind of running off into the sunset forever, or it could be sad, you know, where the relationship runs its course and then it kind of just slowly fades out with that 1 to 2 guitar conversation at the very end. Maybe both people kind of talking things out at the end, but it seems kind of melancholy to me. I don't know, you know, but that is the song. You know, it is a long song. But so many emotions play into it. And I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. What do you think this song is about? You know, what does this song mean to you? And what other Explosions of the Sky songs should listeners check into? That is all I have for this week on this channel. And I will talk to y'all next week. Peace and have a wonderful rest of your week.